I've been testing out the new Voopeak TC35 4G trail camera. I really like it. It's just a traditional size, not too big, compact, and it blends in really good with this camo. And the nice thing about it, of course, is it requires no batteries. If we look inside here, it has its own internal battery that's charged by an included solar power unit. And it's got a long cord on it here, so you can easily get it to a place where it'll get sun for most of the day. Well, you want to fully charge the camera for about 12 hours before you deploy it. And then after that, it only takes an hour or so of sun every day to keep it charged up. And it's nice to have the internal battery and not have to deal with batteries. You can mount the solar panel with the traditional mount is included. And here I've just used a strap mount for the camera. The nice thing about this one is it has total blackout IR lights at night, so there's no red glow whatsoever. A lot of times you'll see animals will catch that red glow and be curious about the trail camera. This one has 4 high-intensity IR lights rather than a large number of lights. I really like that. And it has a real good quality photo and video, full HD. Installation is really simple. It comes with a pre-installed EIoT Club SIM card. And you can use the Yukon app that comes with it to manage the camera and also manage your data plan and your usage, see how much you're using. And it's real simple to set up. You just put the antenna on here and give it a full charge. And it has a slot in here for a micro SD card. The nice thing is you can record everything on a micro SD card. There's available cloud storage for purchase. But I find that I don't really need that, but some people may need that for a variety of reasons. But it'll hold up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card under here. And you can see that all you really do is charge it up, put in your micro SD card and turn it on. And within a few minutes, it'll be good to go. And make sure you have the Yukon app installed on your phone. And then you push the plus button to add a device. And you scan this little custom QR code here. And it talks you right through setting it up and getting it going. And within about, I'd say about 3 minutes from start to finish, I had this thing working. Very simple. It has your signal strength indicators, your power indicator, and your charging indicator. And you can see I'm charging on the solar panel, and that keeps it going. Now, I'm outdoors out here in the Great Smoky Mountains, so you might hear some birds singing or some extraneous noise. But this is a real life. So there's not much to it in here. It's got the internal battery that stays charged. Just simply turn it on and let the included EIoT SIM Club card do its job. And I'll show you how the app works separately, but once you got the camera on here, it really looks nice, easy to use, easy to operate. Oh, we've got a little tufted titmouse serenading us here. So there's the setup. That's all there is to it. It's pretty much plug and play. It comes in with a built-in 4G SIM card, and I've had a lot of experience with the EIoT Club cards. They've been real reliable. I'm out here in a pretty remote area of the Great Smoky Mountains. Now I've got this camera set up to where it's pointing across the meadow up to the house up in the mountains here, so it's going to do dual purpose as a game camera and a security camera. You know, of course, with this you get a live view, and that's really important for me with the 4G trail cameras now. There's not much point in having a 4G trail camera in a remote location if you can't look at the live view. So anytime I want to, I can go to a live view and I'm not see what's going on with the house and going on with the grounds. And I have several different Voopeak and Cam Park cameras deployed around the area. The Voopeak has been a real reliable camera for me. And there's the setup. I was real happy with, like I said, I've been using it for about 2 weeks. I'm real happy with the trigger speed and the reliability of the camera itself, and also looking at the alerts on the Yukon app. After you download the Yukon app and add the 4G cameras like the TC35 to the app, then you manage the camera through the app. Other than turning the power on and inserting the micro SD card and looking at the status lights, there's really anything you have to control in the camera itself. So here you see the live view of the TC35. I got it down by the stream. You can see it's online. You can see the battery status and the 4G signal, which is between 3 and 4 bars, which is good. Now, if you access your settings without going into the live mode, you'll just see your basic account settings, your SIM card and your rechargeability and things like that. So once you go out of data, you can still recharge it without going live. But to go live, you just simply tap on the screen, and it's going to give you a live view of the TC35. And usually it doesn't take more than 5 or 10 seconds to get a live view. And there's the live view. You can see the stream running. You can see the status lights, and I have it in HD and SD. When you're in live, then you can record pictures and video direct to your phone database. So that's probably the most high-res pictures and videos you're going to get, just capturing right off your screen when you get an alert. I usually work in HD because if I'm going to take a picture or video, it must be something important. And then you have an option here in the middle for turning on the speaker and also being able to listen and talk back and forth. Sound is important to me with a trail camera, and the sound on the TC35 is really good. We'll turn that off, and you just take a picture by clicking the camera button, or you take a video by clicking the little video icon, and you're recording in HD here, which is 2.4 by 1296. And you can see down here that I'm recording, and you can switch between cloud and micro SD card storage. And you can go down and look at your past videos that have been captured. I'll look at one from this morning. Here's one this morning. But not too surprisingly, a raccoon out checking out the stream. And you can see the video clarity is really quite good and the sound is good. So now we're in live mode. We'll go and check the settings here. You can give it a name. Device name. Work mode is either dual way or one way. I usually want it in dual way. Capture mode, I have it in video mode. You just basically pick between video and picture. Now the big advantage to go into picture mode is you're going to save a lot of data. If you get an alert on a picture, what it usually does is takes the first picture of a video. So if you get an alert on a picture and you see something interesting, you can go ahead and start recording video right down to your phone's database. The option of image flipping, either rotating or mirroring and rotating, depending on the orientation of the camera. If it's not a normal orientation, you might want to try that. Storage management, it shows how much data I have left on the card. I have SD card storage on and cloud video storage off. And it's up to you if you want to buy cloud video storage. For a lot of people, that might be a good option. For me, it's easily for me to store it to the micro SD card. PIR trigger interval, and I like to set the PIR trigger interval to no delay. That means as soon as one video is over, instead of waiting for another trigger, it'll continue to just immediately record another video if action is still taking place. Device alarm, you can turn that off or on. I usually have that off. I don't want to disturb the animals. If that's in a security application, though, you might want to have that on. Record time, you can set it from 5 seconds to 30 seconds. I usually leave it at 20 seconds. And then LED indicators on, and you can sync time and enable daylight savings time. I found that the time really keeps pretty close tabs to accurate time on the computer. You can restart the device, and then of course there's information on the firmware, and you can do a firmware update. Menu options are fairly simple, and it's fairly easy to operate, easy to understand. There, I just switched right now to live mode. I found the EIoT Club SIM card with the triple play. Sometimes I'm on the T-Mobile network, sometimes I'm on the Verizon network, and sometimes on the AT&T network, whatever one happens to be the strongest at a given time. So I've been really happy up here in this fairly remote area with the kind of coverage I've been getting. And then you just exit back to your normal view, and all the other Campark and Voopeak 4G trail cameras I have on here also. And that's the menu in a nutshell. So in summary, the things I really like about the new Voopeak TC35 4G trail camera is it comes with an included 4G EIoT Club SIM card, which I know is very reliable, and there's a variety of plans that you can get that'll suit your needs. It comes with no glow IR lights, so there's no red glow whatsoever. Of course, it doesn't require batteries. It comes with an included solar panel, and you just charge it up for about 12 hours and then set this up There's a nice long cord, set it up so it's in the sun for an hour or two each day at least, and you won't have any problem with batteries. I've had some of these out here for over 2 years now without a problem, and the signal out here has been pretty good. It uses a triple play card, so it'll use either Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T, whichever happens to be stronger at the given time. It's real easy to set up. You can look live on your phone and download high definition photos and videos right from your phone and store it to your phone's database. And of course everything is stored on the micro SD card for later retrieval. And there's also cloud storage available if you want that. So a very nice solid camera, and you want something a little robust. It'll be out here on this tree for several years to come. The camera that I had out here was a Campark that I've had on this tree for, oh gosh, almost 3 years, but it was an older style that didn't have the live view, and I retired that. I mean, nowadays my basic philosophy is if you're going to get a 4G camera, you might as well get one that'll give you a live view for not only tracking wildlife but also for security reasons. It's a nice looking camera. It really fits in good on this tree here.